I'm sure you missed it, but relax, guys. In these episodes here, we had many references to the classic comics and even a clear reference to Chloe Sullivan, Ladies Malvinos. Do you remember her? And look, I combed through here the first 3 episodes and discovered a lot, guys. And this here is that video. You're the one who likes curiosities. So come with me. The stuff is crazy and oh, quick here. Right after the vignette, it's just time for you to leave a quick like thing. Hey guys, Tony Help is really sinister, huh? The crazy guy is Bravo, the true master of magicians. James Gunn arrived here saying, oh, let's cancel this series here, right? Not to confuse the guys with the film. As if the fans were all pigeons flying in circles, right? But Toddy, who's that guy who plays the joke, right? He thought, oh yeah, so why don't you cancel the movie, man? And what did he do? What did he do? You thought fast, huh? You know what? We're gonna make a deal here where the guys are gonna give a shit about legacy. But what about you? Can you help me? You can leave the like, I can there. Oh, even Jordan. Everything dramatic has already been there, left a like. And speaking of drama, man, if I tell you my story, it's a lot sadder than Lex's, huh?
17 years ago, your mother and her buddy Superman sent me to prison for crimes I didn't commit.
Yeah, it was 17 days ago. YouTube ended up giving me a strike for crimes I didn't even commit. This was my Marathonics channel. That's how it was last I heard. On this channel here, the only thing in my life that didn't bother me wasn't my mother, it wasn't my wife, it wasn't just me.
I think you're the one who's a problem here.
YouTube took it away from me. YouTube took everything away from me. Everything that is to come now has justification. So more than ever, I need you. You know why? Because
He's a sick psychopath.
that's it too, right? Now let's move on. And like any good villain who values himself, in addition to a few catchphrases, one here, another there, he has to have what? A cat, huh? And here Lex has a cat obsessed with him.
Do you need anything else? No. Don't you want some company? I spent a lot of time thinking about what it would be like when I got out of prison.
It's your pet, it's Rinex. What's that? And stop that mole there all the time, right, Bravo? Give a little giggle. There you go. Oh, laugh, lose. If you lose, you give back Superman's heart. He laughed, he laughed. Oh, guys, there. At least in the comics. Amanda McCoy was a very smart scientist who watched their drooling eggs for Lex until she discovered Superman's identity and delivered it there on a tray for Lex. And this one's really for getting married, huh, Lex? But tell me, man, you all-powerful, rich, filthy man, there must be other women there. Tell me, Lex, is there anyone else, just her here on the show? She's calmer. She doesn't give away Superman's identity either, but she's there like a shadow of Lex who doesn't let go of him for anything in the world. Lex Luthor, the right guy in the wrong story, see? Oh, let's match here, folks, Lex Luthor's motivation. This series is fair, isn't it? The guy went to prison for 17 years for a crime he didn't even commit. All he needed was to write injustice on his forehead, right? Hey, what space do you have, right? He lost his little girl's childhood, who was the only person he ever loved. And oh, how challenging it must be to love someone under these conditions. Here the guy has the expression, of someone about to blow up a bank branch at any moment. Lex looks like that heist movie villain. Knows he spends the whole time with a time bomb under his arm. You can't predict what he's going to do. It's not easy to love someone like that, is it? Now the worst part isn't even that here. His own daughter turned her back on him after he was arrested, right? Not easy, huh, fans? And when he goes there to talk to Louis, right? Before Louis, it's accusing him. He goes there, talks, bro, that voice is not mine. You know that voice is not mine, right? And here he is like a politician trying to escape the CPM, but it seems like there's no way for him anymore. And what does Louis do? That classic, ah, buddy, I took it there, and Knight knows it. She goes next to the queue there, proud. It's just a little bit, right? Just enough for her to know she was wrong. Will it, guys, that she knew she was wrong and went deep anyway? And Lex, my friend, and Lex, you know what villains of this type are like here, right? If the guy already wakes up in the morning choosing who to kill that day, just imagine what he doesn't do when he actually does. There's a reason he walks out of prison with that look on his face and says, "You're screwed, Louis." He gets right to the point. You're in my sights, you and your family. Now, if you quit journalism, then maybe I'll point it out. And look, after all that she's done, it seems like a fair negotiation. I'd drop Louis at the same time. Send that naughty response from a Mexican soap opera. You're threatening me out, uncle. I won't even listen to you, as if I don't know that the fan is the type of guy who sends flowers with diamonds in the box. Yeah, guys, here we go to some important points. Oh, think here with me. If the fan had committed this crime here in Brazil, he certainly wouldn't even go to jail. He would at least become president, and without reference here to the bald people in power in the country, right? That shit here is serious, right? Seriously, even without references, I already lost my channel. I don't want to end up like Lex away from me. Another point here, before he goes, he states that Louis is only doing this to try to defend Superman. Would she and Clark be able to do that? I don't think so, do you? Because as much as he wasn't guilty of this crime, he certainly was some other, right? He was. But think with me, bro. Louis doesn't make mistakes, and even more so, her and Clark together. It's weird here, huh? And then now in the present day, right? Louis tells Lana about her proposal to quit her profession and Lex. He said, they left it alone, but Lois refused the offer. Tell me, do you really think he would honor this proposal here? And another point, you can see, guys, how I have everything here to become a villain. You can see, of course, we know that here, but I'm here very calm, making my videos. So contribute there with the comment if you can. Also, Jonathan Calder, then Hand of the Dead. And right at the beginning of the episode, we already have that dialogue. Heavy, right? The kind that, but we reflect on life and death, and about how Jonathan has less expressiveness than Twilight's beauty, always with the same face, doesn't change. Superman fell with his heart ripped out. Jonathan's like, oh, it happens. Things happen. Jordan's not having an existential crisis. It happens, right? Things happen. In the meantime, Jordan's not having some big-ass existential crisis, is he? Even for Jordan, he's like this here. Oh, he fucked up for good because, right, he saw his superhero father lying on the street with his chest empty. It doesn't happen every day, does it? What about the light? She's tough on the outside, Lex. I'm not afraid of you. Boys, stay in the room. Mom's gonna solve this bow. But inside, she's like Wanda Maximoff mode when she creates a parallel reality where she lives with her dead husband and has 2 kids under her protection. Look at everything Luis wanted, right? On the other side is Lex, which is in the standard superhero movie villain threat. I'm gonna kill your father, make your kids hate you, and then I'm gonna kill them too. All with that serenity of someone who has already done it here. It's like 3 or 4 times to say, guys, all this in just this episode. And what else do you have to fill the space? Haha, sure, Superman's heart is not. The flashbacks, huh? To save the series budget, because nothing says production, man, like repeating old scenes to fill sausage, like we saw in Fast and Furious in the last film, The Fall of the General. Guys, he finished the series smiling, right? With a pretty little girl, and with him now, he's screwing himself here. Grandpa Marx, who is in private prison, being forced to do whatever the woman wants and he wants. Used to giving orders, huh? Now you take orders. And or, speaking like that, it even seems like he was having a normal married life, right? But no, the guy was kidnapped by the Tinder girl. There are people, you know? That these things that happen here usually do, don't they? Who's never seen this one?
The weird thing about all this here is that...
After him. Who exactly?
Give me one.
Foot of herd.
In her, huh?
It leaks and ends. Taking exactly 1. Dragged from behind there and passing out that guy one by one. Veteran army general, trained at the highest level like Rambo, gives this one a significant wobble.
Oh, there's no way, is there?
And in the meantime, we have Jordan.
Right, is it?
They're in the bedroom, immersed in what he does best, which is drama.
Afterwards?
He went away.
He ends up falling into that one.
Classic. It's entirely my fault, right?
Kid here?
So deeply lost?
That already.
It starts to.
Let's embark on a trip.
Travel.
Like,
If I had been born earlier, saved the dinosaurs from the meteor, one of them could have eaten Lex and we wouldn't be going through all this here.
Bro, really?
Is this some kind of act?
Youth?
Current here?
Don't get me wrong, okay? But
All right, everyone, let's talk business.
this part here is boring. It's full.
A little bit of the bag.
What? There's so much
Good stuff?
pra
People see.
herein.
The series is filled with stereotypical CW moments. Then Jordan and John go.
To where?
Where did everyone go?
Anna,
Many CW series tend to follow that predictable path.
You said cafeteria?
Did you understand correctly? And the ones with cinnamon decorations on the door. It's common knowledge that CW villains always devise their evil schemes there while sipping coffee.
These places, huh? If I had the money with me.
Are you sure, me?
I would
There's one in my city, and I would dramatically place it in the middle door like a villain.
get a coffee.
Would it be a spectacle? But anyhow,
Or Lex.
Just get over there.
it's all mysterious, isn't it? And at that moment, we truly think it's irreversibly messed up.
But in
Real.
You understand correct why he's here, don't you?
because he's a sick psychopath.
Is that over there too?
Correct, John, but he's far more than just a sick psychopath.
He's a sick psychopath with good motivation to wreak havoc, and that.
That's a lot worse than just one.
A truly sick psycho, trust me on this.
And look,
Who's here again? None other than him, isn't it a surprise?
Chucky? Yes, it's indeed the same guy I was talking about. Walking there at the break of dawn.
Could you clarify where exactly?
Fall. Superman? Hey boys, are you alright?
And look, he found out first that Lex of Superman's identity. This is the most incredible point of the series. But let's go back to
Scene here.
Or Lex.
Are you in need? Jail has definitely transformed him.
Huh?
He's a different guy. He merely aims to vent and reveal.
Pella.
15th time,
his motivation?
resembles a politician in every way.
Sabatina does not give up. And in the end, he doesn't ask for a vote.
But it does.
What's this, huh?
Everything that is coming is justified.
As if that weren't sufficient, there's more.
That immense amount?
Justification for the fight. It shows the real moment that this happened here, the series shows, right?
Not to stay. There's some doubt regarding Louis's mistake. Who are we looking at? This is Shaw Sheep presented here.
And here?
There is a detail, guys. Here is no series. You focus too much. But this one? The moment is important where Lex finds out.
The biggest?
Superman's weakness, right?
It's historic, right? Nas H.
QS.
There's plenty.
Importance.
What about him?
He is accusing Lois of orchestrating all of this with him alone.
Why him?
He found out about
Kryptonite.
Nor what?
Does it affect him?
Superman boldly claims he will reveal it to the entire world here.
The
Continuing with this topic and returning to current events, Lois still persists.
With that one?
Business of. Everyone should stay away from Lex. I'll handle it myself because I understand him well. Boys, make sure to locate your grandfather. Meanwhile, the elderly man has already fled.
Have you been captured again?
Huh?
And he's just about to make a move.
Proceed.
The most famous number?
So what exactly is Mr. M's propensity for escapism?
Superman's landfill and the final horror show? And now guys, hold on to the grand finale while all this is going on here, right? Where was Superman on the moon? My nigga taking a beating. Nivea Winderson against Popo only. In this case, Superman was Winderson. Pretty beat, huh? It was very uneven. I'm telling you, huh? I felt sorry for the Man of Steel because there he became the paper man. It was too ugly. He had no chance at all. And who brought him back to Earth? The bizarre apocalypse already coming with Superman busted in one hand and the guy's heart in the other. Like that butcher who brings meat to the barbecue. The guy is brutal, bro. And he threw Superman on the show, on the floor, all smashed up there looking like those leprechaun doll when he shows up in the room. Now think about it. There are two moments in a man's life and he really cries. One is clear when his team loses a final, and the other is the death of the homoface. For now, my friends, I decree the third moment. It's just that when Louis turns Superman and sees that hole in his chest, bro, this year is heavy, huh? There's Chuck, right? Hey, Chuck, generally speaking, you're kind of half-baked. You're actually there, aren't you? How is this possible here? But okay, Lana is here to solve the problem, right? Lois asks Jordan to take him there to Fortress of Solitude, which isn't even Fortress of Solitude anymore. Aunt Louie doesn't know he's heartless, does she? Getting there. Grandma Lara immediately sends Jordan's real one, which is discouraging. The business here is really serious, huh? We had no idea about all this. Arriving at the fortress, Grandma goes there and speaks without a filter, without any filter on her face, there in the tin. She doesn't care about anything, my little grandson. He's already left this one for the better. Now it's over. Jordan goes there, but Grandma uses Kryptonian technology. Grandma uses Grandma. And Grandma goes there, son, this here is not Wolverine, it's not Superman. It doesn't give Kryptonian technology. It only fixes what is already there. It won't generate the new organ from scratch. It's gone. Now you don't have to do anything. This is the same thing as Jonathan. Superman and Jonathan are now the same thing. Then Jordan goes on a suicide mission to hunt the heart of the father who is in Postulex. Will Lois, if she goes there and says to him, oh, you know that proposal there, right? Then I will. I don't want to be a reporter anymore. The business of being a journalist isn't for me anymore, is it? Will he reconsider Lana in his time? Jordan, and now Lana is going to pay her respects to Louis? And have your moment. Jordan, right? To blame yourself, to dramatize everything and look at him. Go on, friend. This is my fault. I authorized the sale of the building where Morning lives. If he didn't have a place to live, he wouldn't have come here, and Louis wouldn't, bro, this is my fault. I didn't accept his proposal.
Here comes Jordan, Callum. If you don't know that everything that happens here in this series is my fault, guys. We'll see the next scene here, right? We saw it. Lana looks for a way to evict Lex and cites some properties, right? Some things there. And she quotes Sullivan's OA, to whom she accompanied his enamel, Chloe's father. He had relationships with Lex and Lionel, right? And this property here that Alana mentioned, he had already mentioned at the time that he was there disconnecting from lot truck companies. So, is it? Amanda tries to put some sense into Lex's head, and Jordan completely loses his, if he ever had one, right guys? And myself. Amandina believed what her eyes just saw, the Man of Steel. Dead, and she goes there and tells Lex, oh, that's good, right? Calm down, it's already gone too far, stay calm, right? Like, she's already acting like she's Lex's wife here, right? And Lex, like a good husband, replies, bro, Superman is dead. We can take advantage of this moment here and there. Of course, they also update the moment of the big companies that not very good with the legs? No. And Lex says he doesn't give a shit here. Then someone warns Jordan here that he can't put this crazy cyclist outfit on here. And that's it. Thinking it's Superman, he goes after Lex in the middle of a crowded restaurant. I've never seen a Superman do that here. Not at all. Then Lex goes in there and talks, what now, my friend? But what's he going to do to me? And Jordan, of course, leaves. What was he going to do? He has to do in this situation here. He grabs Lex by the neck and leans against the wall. Bro, if he thought that doing this here, Lex would return the heart, he certainly doesn't know Lex yet. And the first thing, this libel man's outfit here doesn't scare anyone. It has to change. This place is ugly, huh? No, you can't do that here. Bombshell revelation, Lex, the agent of chaos and Clark's super secret. Guys, this here is like a 7 song.
From chaos, I like to do evil, kill and laugh. Seriously, I don't even care as long as I'm having fun. For me, I'm a smile maniac, because in the world only chaos does not have.
And Lex is the agent of chaos. The Hot family is always full of brilliant ideas, right? Just don't you think it's a great idea for Louise to break into Lex's house and demand explanations?
What she doesn't know is, kid, she already knows everything that she already knows everything, right, guys? Oh.
Clark's secret has already been a step in this does anything.
Mom would?
Right now?
Christ there, go there, and Jordan, I warned you, kid. Now mourning is what knowing everything, know about your father. For me, bro, I'm not one to defend Jordan, but it's wrong here. This law is completely wrong. You here, you run through the streets hugging Clark without caring about cameras, neighbors, or some guy selling barbecue on the corner. There's no way, is there? It's like it's written here, Superman is my father. Father on his own forehead, there's no way.
Guys, and stop.
To make matters worse, Lex, like someone who doesn't want anything, buries Grandpa Marx in the backyard casually, right? And all of a sudden, Superboy appears on the roll.
Followed by Louis.
Chuck figured out Superman's secret. You don't think Lex was gonna cover it, do you? The biggest villain in the guy's history wasn't going up, oh, you, offense is there, right? But man, you're more random than that NPC character in the game you meet once and never see again, right? The funny thing is that the whole,
Villa got me a career never.
Have you discovered Superman's secret? I'm talking here too, but Chop is going there, and the first appearance.
Are you getting everything yet?
As chaos unfolds, Lana is there trying to scuttle the plan to end the grief, and guess who she's teamed up with? With Amanda's sister. That's weird. Is it at this meeting that the typical family pocket that ends up in a shack will work, right? Operation Cardiac Rescue, Mission Impossible Desmond, and now we see who Sarah comes up with a plan that could only have been inspired by a bad 90s superhero movie, right? The same Sarah 5 minutes ago says, Jordan, I'm not, now look at John and let go, and then you are. In order to get there, he invaded the morning living room and stole the heart of Superman and Jon, right? Who not long ago was also Mom, let's go, Mom, let's go. He's going there, of course, right? Because it's super normal to keep a heart under the bed, right? He's like a psychopath who never passed the villainy queue, and Jon, right? I know why. Because it was just a script, because bro, Jon was not going to take a deal like this under any circumstances, and that's how the absurd mission begins, because of course, Jordan, that one, would go easily. He went somewhere else to look for his dad's heart, right? And he's definitely more shy, he's more stylish, he's there, right? Sure, guys, in the meantime, kid, you're in your balls eating a steak with Sarah. Yeah, guys, that's the plan. Even Shaggy and Discoverer wouldn't have thought of it here, but it was Sarah's idea, and don't blame it, right? And as expected, the stuff to be very bad. Jordan is long-lasting, taking a beating worthy of a Power Rangers villain, and we still see the most real scene of the CW Lexisode Ando Superman's prayer po. Bro, seriously, there arise theories of the internet, right? Plus his heart breaking. Oh, Superman, the guy who has the Man of Steel and such. Let's get to the facts, right? Even Lara already said that in the state Superman is in, he would burn in the sun, right? He's more fragile than Jon, and look, Jon was never a big deal, right? That's at least so far, right? And his heart is literally metamorphic, literally and metaphorically, right? So the guy has nothing to do here. The guy has no heart. He's not a heart removed. The heart is undesirable. He didn't take a part of his body. If he rips off his arm, it doesn't have it in his body. The arm, he's fragile. Like any other arm. Normal. So guys, there's no way. Not robot. And now, for those who remember the other versions, Superman, this here is a card. They've already taken his blood with normal stuff. They've already had surgery as if he were a nobody anyway. That's how this scene here works. That was heavy, I confess, but it's within reality. Superman, I didn't think it would go this far, but there you go. The man died. I mean, did he really die? The episode ends with that little meeting failing family Sunday style, more with the nogram 4, because Superman now only appears in Obi-Wan mode, and then to see Gold Charm, Grandpa Lenny decides to send Super Metro and Peace as a super serum and a heart from Bing and Fola. In short, it's like putting a Beetle engine in a Ferrari, but you know what it's like, right? There's a chance, guys, at least one positive point, the return of Steel and Natty seems like it's for real, but as Jon himself said, Superman died, man. Now anyone can die. It's more dangerous than Walking Dead. Bring Steel. Just who? The highlight of the episode is Jon freaking out cool. Oh, pointing the finger at everyone, throwing in Jordan's face that his mistake cost him his life, not to lose his rhythm. Jordan still hears Lois saying that Grandpa Lennon has a preference for Jon. This is the end of the world, isn't it? And to make matters worse, the counter fan that with Jordan is a deal is already at the bottom of the post, and then he goes in there, throws more gas on the fire, saying that Lois chose to save Jon and not him. And it even shows a recording of the choice to make it very clear. Right, Alex? Another. Only in the next incarnation does the guy become a saint. And still, look, this one has a way, bro. And then Jordan flies straight to Louis with his head on fire to solve the bullshit, and Louis, of course, confesses, that's it. The family is cheating to pieces now. But as always, a tragedy brings everyone back at the end of the episode, right? A Volvoline did not yield, unfortunately. Valani and Hero, yes, Volvoline and Hero without cape. Remember that I played in Hoda, who are Laney and would hit the boots in hero form to save the family. It's time. At the time, not even a 4th season was confirmed any. Superman was lying on the ground all. Well, my friends, life proved me right. Seriously. Today they say that I see the episodes antiradamente to go around creating theory after this prediction here. So there's no way, right? Problem is, Sam had a plan here. It seemed genius. Even for the old gentleman, the guy was gonna inject a hole into the victim to use her heart. It's an operation called I'm Going to Die, but everything is under control. But the genius here you mentioned would be the donor, right? There's no way there, right? You get kind of lost there and stuff. But then everything works out. It combines with Steel, and it was already, guys, the most conical part. Lara is already there with that IH face. This here works. No, my friends, this here doesn't work. Like Mother, who knows that the son will make a mistake and is just waiting for the bullshit to happen to later talk. I warned you, but bro, in these hours, here goes all this here turned into an episode of radio show of those who want to save Superman, only the prize is a heart and the chances of success are equal to Chucky winning an Oscar. Oh, that's bad again, Chuck. And what do you think? Did old Santos take his last breath in style, or was it another scene for us to laugh or cry, right? Nervous. Oh, out of emotion, because in the next video we will talk more about this return here and prepare the tissue or not, right? That the drama here is just the beginning, guys. Oh, I was already coming here some moments of episode 4 and tell you what we saw here. Now at this end, this will be the end. You hear? But okay, so guys, oh, it's over. It's over here. My camera battery had a big problem. My microphone had a problem today. I need to buy a camera microphone. There's no battery in this place that I'm recording here in a hurry, okay? I record in a basement full of dark ass. A business here is really bad, so help me there. Your like helps me with them. Your strength there so we can improve this, he said. All right, guys, you spoke to God. Bye-bye. See you next time.